Hey cat lovers, welcome back to another exciting video. You've probably heard that male and female cats behave differently, but is that really true? Are male cats more social? And why do people say female cats are better hunters? Let's dive into these fascinating differences and explore how your cat's gender might be shaping their behavior. In this video, we're going to break down the key differences between male and female cats. But before we dive in, it's important to note that these traits are often more noticeable in cats that haven't been spayed or neutered. Once cats undergo these procedures, their behavior can change significantly, and we'll talk more about how that plays a role. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of how your cat's gender influences their behavior, and why spaying or neutering can have such a big impact on their personality. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more cat videos. Now, let's dive into everything you need to know. Number 1. Male versus female cats. Who's the real boss of the territory? Let's talk about territorial behavior, because when it comes to staking their claim, your male cat can act like the sheriff of the neighborhood. In the wild, male cats were naturally protective of their territory, fending off intruders to defend their space. Now, even though your living room isn't exactly a jungle, your male cat likely still sees it as his kingdom. It's no coincidence that male cats are often the ones associated with territorial aggression. Studies show that higher testosterone levels in male cats can make them more likely to display territorial behaviors. They'll not only claim their space physically, but also through scent, often leading to urine spraying, something we'll dive into later on. If you're struggling with this behavior, a quick fix could be using pheromone products. These mimic the natural facial pheromones cats use to mark their territory, helping to keep them calm and feeling secure. Another pro tip: make sure to have plenty of resources like food bowls, water sources, and litter boxes. This reduces competition and territorial tension between your cats. But don't think female cats are just innocent bystanders in the battle for space. They may not be as overt in their territorial behavior, but that doesn't mean they don't assert their dominance in their own way. Female cats often prefer higher resting spots. Think bookshelves, windowsills, or even the top of your fridge. This behavior dates back to their wild ancestors who sought out elevated positions to keep an eye on both predators and prey. So, while they may not be spraying their scent everywhere, female cats have their own subtle ways of marking their territory. Number 2. Male versus female cats. Who's more affectionate? Let's dive into affection and interaction now. Imagine your male cat, the one who's always eager to show some love, whether it's wrapping himself around your legs or jumping onto your lap uninvited. It's pretty adorable, right? Well, this behavior isn't just random. There's a reason behind it. In the wild, male cats don't have as many responsibilities as females. They aren't tasked with raising kittens, which gives them more free time to relax, roam, and be sociable. This natural tendency to chill and interact with others translates into a loving, affectionate side when they're at home. Male cats often seem more cuddly, always looking for attention and bonding with their humans. Now, female cats, on the other hand, tend to maintain a bit of a dignified distance. You'll often catch them perched up high, observing the world from a comfy corner or windowsill. It may seem like they're being a little standoffish, but it's actually an instinctive trait. Female cats are natural-born solitary hunters and protectors of their kittens. They're constantly on alert, and that independent, watchful nature carries over into their domestic life. So while they may not be as outwardly affectionate, every slow blink or gentle headbutt is their way of showing love and trust. It's just their way of saying, "I care." So how do you build a deeper connection with your cat? Well, for male cats, it's all about physical affection. Regular chin rubs, gentle strokes, and plenty of cuddle time will help strengthen your bond. And don't forget the playtime. Engaging them with toys or games taps into their playful side and brings you closer. When it comes to female cats, the key is respecting their space. They tend to appreciate affection on their own terms, so it's important to let them come to you when they're ready. Create a cozy, safe environment where they can retreat to when they need some alone time. When they do seek your attention, you'll know it's on their terms, making those moments even more meaningful. Number 3. Male versus female cats. Who's the better hunter? When it comes to playtime, cats are natural-born hunters. Sure, that mouse racing across your living room may not be real, but the instinct to chase and hunt is deeply ingrained in every cat. What's interesting, though, is that male and female cats often have very different approaches to hunting. Let's start with female cats. Have you ever caught your female cat sitting perfectly still, watching a toy or bird outside with that unwavering, focused stare? That's not just because they're bored, it's because they're channeling their inner hunter. Research shows that female cats are particularly skilled at hunting, and it's a trait that goes way back to their wild ancestors. In the wild, females were the primary caregivers for their young, so they needed to be excellent hunters to provide food for their families. Even now, domesticated female cats carry that sharp hunting instinct, making them incredibly captivating during play. When you engage in playtime with a female cat, expect more focused and intense sessions. Toys that mimic prey, like feather wands or small mice, really get them going, offering both a physical and mental challenge that taps into their hunting prowess. Now let's talk about male cats. Their hunting style is a bit more playful and energetic. It's not always about precision or focus for them, it's more of a game. For example, have you ever seen your male cat leap enthusiastically at a crumpled ball of paper? It's not the most methodical move, but it's definitely filled with energy and fun. This playful approach to hunting is a leftover instinct from their wild days as territory defenders. Male cats needed to be agile and alert to fend off intruders, and that same sense of excitement and energy comes through in their play. Playtime with a male cat is likely to be high energy, full of pouncing and running around. And of course, male cats are known for their nighttime marathons, often becoming super active once the sun sets. You can manage this burst of energy with interactive toys that keep them moving, like laser pointers or toys that encourage them to jump and chase. Number 4, male versus female cats. Who's more likely to spray and why? Let's talk about spraying and peeing behavior. It's one of those things that can drive any cat owner a little crazy. It's well known that male cats are more likely to spray, and when they do, their urine can smell much more potent than female cats. Why? Well, science tells us that male cat urine has a higher concentration of a compound called pheromone. When exposed to air, this breaks down into sulfur, which gives it that strong, unmistakable odor. This is their way of marking territory and signaling their availability to female cats. So, what can you do to keep your house from smelling like a cat's personal territory? There are a few strategies that can help manage this behavior. One of the most effective solutions is neutering. Neutering drastically reduces the hormone-driven behaviors that lead to territorial spraying. Another approach is to create safe zones for your cats. If you have multiple cats, make sure they each have their own space, like designated beds, feeding areas, and litter boxes. This reduces competition and the urge to spray. If your cat is particularly stressed by outdoor or neighborhood cats, you can reduce their visibility by using blinds or opaque window films. This helps prevent your cat from feeling the need to mark their space. Additionally, synthetic pheromone products can work wonders to help your cat feel calm and less inclined to spray. Now, while female cats don't spray as often, they're not entirely innocent when it comes to this behavior. Female cats tend to spray less, but when they do, it's often a stress response. Female cats are naturally more sensitive to changes in their environment, whether it's a new pet, a new family member, or even a shift in their daily routine. Stress can cause them to spray as a way of expressing their discomfort. So how can you help your stressed out female cat? It's all about making her feel secure. Keep a consistent routine and make sure she has a quiet space she can retreat to when things get overwhelming. A safe, calm environment will help keep her stress levels down and reduce the likelihood of spraying. Number 5, male versus female cats. Who roams more and why? When it comes to roaming behavior, male cats are often the most notorious explorers. The reason for this is simple: their strong instinctual drive to find a mate. This urge is so powerful that male cats are willing to risk wandering into unfamiliar and potentially dangerous territories just to satisfy this need. They're driven by an innate desire to find and court females, which can lead them to travel quite far from home in search of a mate. Female cats, on the other hand, do roam, but they tend to be a little more reserved and cautious in their explorations. Female cats often maintain a smaller territory, staying closer to home. Their primary concern is keeping their environment safe and secure, especially if they're looking to care for a future litter of kittens. They are less likely to roam aimlessly like male cats and tend to stay in areas where they feel secure. However, when mating season arrives, female cats might roam further afield to find a mate, especially if they're unspayed and in heat. At this point, their behavior becomes more similar to males, as the mating drive kicks in. Now, whether your cat is a homebody or an adventurer, managing their roaming tendencies is crucial for their safety and well-being. If your cat is an outdoor explorer, you need to make sure your home and garden are cat-proofed. This means securing fences, gates, and windows to prevent escapes. Some cat owners install catios, enclosed outdoor spaces, to allow their cats to enjoy the outdoors safely, without the risk of running off or getting into dangerous situations. Another key point is supervision. If your cat insists on going outside, monitor their movements to ensure they don't wander too far. Additionally, spaying and neutering plays a significant role in reducing the roaming behavior, especially in males. When a cat is altered, their drive to seek out a mate decreases, which can result in them being more content to stay within their known territory. Whether you're dealing with a cat that loves to roam or one that prefers to stick close to home, It's important to create a secure environment that minimizes risks and keeps them safe from dangers, like traffic, other animals, or getting lost. Number 6. Male versus female cats. Who handles socializing and stress better? Did you know that male cats are often a bit more emotionally expressive than their female counterparts? Many studies show that male cats tend to enjoy human interaction more than females, often seeking out attention and affection. You'll commonly find them lounging near their favorite humans, purring contentedly as they soak up the love. Of course, not every male cat will be the life of the party, but statistically, they tend to be more social overall. This trait can be traced back to their wild ancestors, where male cats were more reliant on their social circles to thrive. In contrast, female cats in the wild were typically more solitary, focused on hunting and protecting their territory. That said, female cats aren't antisocial. They just show affection in their own, more subtle ways. You might notice them giving you a gentle nudge with their head, sitting quietly beside you, or rubbing against your legs. While their affection may not always be as overt as male cats, female cats can develop deep, meaningful bonds with their humans. It's just that they prefer to express love in a more quiet, reserved manner. Female cats are also known to be more sensitive to stress and anxiety, especially when faced with changes in their environment. They thrive on routine and predictability, and sudden changes, like moving furniture, introducing new pets, or changing their feeding schedule, can cause them to feel anxious. This is where understanding and patience come into play. If you're planning on making any changes to their environment, try to do so gradually and in a way that minimizes disruption. This gives them the time they need to adjust and feel secure again. One way to help manage anxiety in both male and female cats is through playtime. Engaging them in regular, interactive play sessions can help to reduce anxiety, provide mental stimulation, and allow them to burn off any excess energy. For female cats, this is especially important, as it can help to calm them down and keep them more relaxed during stressful situations. The transformation. How spaying and neutering impacts your cat's behavior. Did you know that spaying and neutering can have a significant impact on your cat's behavior? Let's start with male cats. After neutering, you'll likely notice a decrease in their roaming behavior. Without the strong urge to search for a mate, they tend to stay closer to home. Plus, they often spray less and show a reduction in territorial aggression. The best part? Your playful cat won't lose their personality. They'll just become a little more relaxed and mellow. Now, for female cats after spaying, they won't experience the stress of heat cycles anymore. This means no more loud, constant yowling or restless pacing. Like their male counterparts, female cats also become less likely to roam, meaning less worry about them sneaking off on unsupervised adventures. You might even notice that they become more affectionate, cuddling up to you and showing their love in new ways. Wondering if your cat truly loves you, or if you've done something to upset them? You won't want to miss our video on 12 shocking signs your cat will never forgive you for. Trust me, you might be surprised by what your feline might be holding on to. Subscribe to Cattitude Care to join our ever-growing community of passionate cat lovers. We've got tons of helpful tips, fun feline facts, and everything you need to know about taking care of your furry friend.